Imantas, what do you think? Oh, Slovenia so far, I think they another team that's been disappointing.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I mean, the game against France is never going to be easy because they're like one of the EuroBasket favorites. But during the whole tournament, Luka just has no help. And one man, well, he can't lead a team to victory, and it's been proven time and time again. Uh, well, I mean, they have like veterans like Prepelic, but they just can't help like they used to in 2017 when they won it. They're getting older and they just can't hit the open shots they used to, and it's a problem for Luka, and he just can't find any teammates to knock down those open shots he creates.
Like, I mean, I don't know how much more Luka can do for Slovenia. Doing everything he can, but like you said, yeah, I agree. He doesn't have any help, and that was my concern going in the tournament. As much as I like Slovenia and as much as I love Luka, and he's a superstar, a global superstar, he can carry teams on his back. But this team, this Slovenian team, is just this roster is not very good. Like they look like a team. They look like a one man team.
Yeah, and they are.
And they are a one man team. Yeah, they are a one man team. Outside of Prepelic, yeah, had a decent game, but they're missing Latko Gantar. He could have helped. Josh
Yeah,
Nebo could have helped, and Olympia Milano just didn't. Something, a lot of these club teams, and I don't blame them. They're afraid that these guys might get hurt. Like
yeah,
Bogdanovich got hurt, so the Clippers have to deal with that injury. So it's a risk when these club teams allow the players to play in the FIBA tournaments, but I they could get hurt at any moment. They could get hurt in training. They could get hurt playing pickup. So as much as I understand why they don't want to play, I would have played. Like, I would have let these guys play.
I mean, yeah, well, when Luca came out on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken, like Milano replied and said that like you don't remember that they just had like serious injuries and they missed the season, so that's why they didn't want to let him let them play. But like center play in Slovenia is like not non-existent, if I can say that. Like I don't know who is their center even. I think they have like two power forwards, but a real center, I don't
They
think
don't have a
so.
real center, and the way Luca plays, he likes the lob threat, and that's
Yeah.
why him and Nebo work really well. Because he's a lob threat, but now they don't. They don't have that lob threat. So Luca, when he comes off the picks, he doesn't have. You can blitz him. You can double him off the pick, and not allow him to do what he does with those passes inside. So
Yeah, I agree with that.
I still think France is one of the top teams in Eurobasket.
Yeah.
But they show they're kind of vulnerable too. They're not you can beat them like Slovenia proved today that you can hang with France. But they had a big game from an unlikely source. Sylvan Francisco had 32 points.
I mean, it's not unlikely.
Oh
During
yeah,
the
for me it is because I don't see Francisco all the time. But you, yeah, on the other hand, you know who he is. Yes,
um, I would like to just use as a source the LKL final, the Lithuanian League final, where Francisco in every game he at least had 20 points. He was the leading scorer, and also in EuroLeague, he was the leader, no questions asked. Even when Lonnie Walker was on the court with him, he was the one leader that led the team when it was hard, and John Harry just didn't know what to do. And he was the leader, and he always took the last clutch shots, and he usually made them. That's why Žalgiris won the LKL this year.
that's good intel. That's really good intel. Yeah, see, I don't have a whole lot of scouting report on Sylvan Francisco. When I saw the French roster when it came out, and I'm like, oh man, that Teo Maladon is one of their guards. I've seen him play in with the OKC Thunder. He's all right, but I wasn't sure about him. But if Francisco plays like this and he can consistently shoot the three, he's not one dimensional.
He was given a lot of open looks by Slovenia, I think. He went on the fast break and a lot, and that made him get hot. Okay, he didn't shoot the free ball good, but he made his shots from the two field and his layups, so that definitely helped the statistic. Also, he had 5 assists and 7 rebounds, so he was flirting with a triple double.
Yeah, he had a really good all around game. That right there. If you circle somebody on the box score and circle somebody from the game to say that's the player of the game, he's probably the player of the game.
Yeah,
And France is still they're so deep, and Zaccharie Risacher, he was the number one pick in the overall pick in the NBA, and he's coming off the bench for France.
yeah,
That just shows you how deep French basketball, the French national team, that the number one pick in NBA is not even starting. That says it all.
yeah. That's actually crazy.
Yeah. And the problem with Slovenia is their defense has been awful. They just cannot stop teams right now,
Yeah.
and that's been a problem.
Well, I mean, when you don't have center play, you can't really stop
You,
other teams.
they have trouble stopping the ball, and they have trouble stopping teams at the rim. And if you have both, yeah, that's a big issue. And I don't think they can fix those two issues unless Luka goes off for
Yeah.
50 or 60. That's like their only chance. Even today, like, he scored 39 points, still wasn't enough.
Mm. He needs to score more.
He needs to score more. He needs to do more. Probably do, he has to play extended minutes. So you're going to extend him more. He spend a lot of energy. He has to play defense. He has to rebound and then be the playmaker. That's a lot. That's a lot of
Yeah.
responsibility.
Especially when he's not that athletic and that in that good of shape. I mean, he lost 14 kilos. Okay, props on him, but I don't think he's just quite ready for the in-season shape just yet. He's playing better, but it doesn't it doesn't look like he's the man with 100% of stamina on him.
No, I agree. I agree. Bill, it's like a lot of hype around the body transformation, but he hasn't played basketball in a long time. So you need to get in basketball shape.
Yeah,
Like it's one thing to lose the weight and to gain muscle, but you have to play basketball. You have to play games to get in basketball shape. So that also it's another level of fitness that he needs to get to. And yeah, you're right. That's you lose the weight, great, but it's there's another level of fitness that you need to get to.
yeah. It's good for the Lakers at least.
Yeah, the Lakers are as long as I think the Laker team, the Laker executives watching this, and like as long as Luka doesn't get hurt, we're good.
Yeah.
And we'll take. Also, they're probably not gonna be too sad if Slovenia gets bounced early, because that way Luka will go home early and
Hmm.
get more rest. The injury to Bogdanovic uh, probably won't affect them in this group stages, but in the knockout, he will he'll be missed.
Yeah. If they'll play against like huge teams like France or Germany, it's
Right.
gonna be a huge loss for them. Since they're gonna like shorten the rotation and the 9 players or 10 that they're gonna use without Bogey, it might be tough.
There's some I wasn't quite sure if you read on some of the reports. The Vasa Micic, I don't even want to know if there's a controversy with him and the coach. The There's something going on with him and Passage, because I think he pulled him late, uh, and in the not this game but in the previous game,
Hmm.
and he was one of the stars in Paris Olympics. He's one of the best, top guards
Yeah.
for Serbia, and he hasn't been. I don't know if he's in good shape. Maybe that could be the issue with Pesic, that him not trusting Vasa Misic right now.
Yeah, I think I've read that the coach said that Vasa is out of shape and he is scared to play him because of injury risks, and he just doesn't want to get him injured because he's that out of shape. He said he's trying to get into shape, but it's hard for him and he just isn't up to par yet.
Yeah, that's an issue. I didn't see him at all in the friendlies, in the friendly matches. So yeah, I tend to agree that the fitness and not being in shape is an issue. If yeah, again, if Serbia is good enough, they'll survive. They'll get through Group A.
Mhm.
But then yeah, when you get to the knockout stages, that's going to be an issue.
Yeah, I think that because Misic only played 7 minutes against Latvia,
Yeah,
it's not a lot. For
yeah,
example, Jokic played 32, Jovic 28, Petrushev 24. Yeah, he's still not in shape.
yeah. That's concerning. If you know the injury to Bogdanovic will definitely, like you said, you meant change the rotation, change the way Pesic will divide up the minutes in the backcourt.
I think if Bogey doesn't play, I have Germany in the finals if they reach the
Wow,
finals. That's
wow,
my bold prediction.
wow. I like that. Yeah, I mean, after what they did to Lithuania today, I can't disagree with that. They look good. Germany looks good so far.
If the Germany's Steph Curry doesn't miss like he hasn't in these games, then yeah, they're probably gonna beat Serbia because they're not gonna stop him. Like he just gets through two screens and shoots a free with his hand with a hand in his face and makes it. So
Oh yeah, if yeah, Germany shoots like that again, like if they keep this up, yeah, I expect them to be in the podium. They definitely at least be in the podium, and like you said, the gold medal is within reach if they play this well, because they're so far they've been pretty impressive.
yeah.
All right,
Talking
well,
about
yeah,
your predictions, maybe you'd want to make a bold prediction about the knockouts, who maybe goes to the dark horses, maybe who goes to semis that isn't supposed to go.
I'm gonna stick with my three. I mean, no surprise, like Serbia. I'm still gonna stick with Serbia until somebody proves me wrong,
Yeah.
because I just think their size and their depth, and they got the best player in the world in Nikola Jokic, and he's motivated to get that gold medal. So I think that right there, I think his motivation to finally win a gold medal for his country. I think will inspire him to win gold. So I'll stick with that. I'll stick with that. I like Germany as well. Really like Germany. I'm a little worried about France. They showed some chinks in the armor. They have some things they need to clean up. Slovenia is they're a one man team, and they came pretty close to beating France.
Yeah.
So the team that I'm really looking at right now that can really do some damage is Turkey.
Okay, okay, that's a bold pick,
Yeah,
but they are good with Shane Larkin playing as he is and Alperen Şengün. I mean,
Shingun, like
Cedi
he's
Osman, they're
if Jetty Osman continues to play well, and Larkin has always been my X factor from the start, and if he plays well and shoots well, Turkey has a great shot. And Shingun's going to do his thing. I don't think things are going to change with him. He's going to keep going. He's going to keep putting up some really good numbers in this whole tournament. So yeah, Turkey. I'm sticking with Turkey, and I don't want to give up on Italy yet. I don't want to give up too too early on Italy, but I'm more worried about Italy. They need to get it together. They need to get Simone Fontecchio going.
they need to get their scoring going because they're a
They need
more
yeah.
defensive team now.
They're very good defensively, but
Mhm.
they need to get their shooting straightened out. They've been struggling with the shot. So that those are my I know I'm not even gonna say bold. They're not that bold. You have a bold prediction when you said Germany.
I have Germany winning it all.
Yeah,
Serbia
that.
coming second, and I think Lithuania is going third, in my opinion.
Oh, okay, all right.
I think we're gonna beat France for the third place.
I like that prediction. I think that would be a great if that was the match for like say for third. That'd be a good one.
Yeah. So who do you got on third place?
I'll stick with France for now. I'll stick with France. But
Okay.
you know, going to the tournament, I like them a lot. But now I have some concerns, and the guy that I was really looking forward to taking that next step is Risacher. He
Yeah.
hasn't done it yet. I'm hoping that he uh, finds his rhythm, finds his shot. He should be one of the top players on the team. I know he's young. I know he's I think he's only in 2021. Him and Sar, both young guys, but at some point they gotta step up and replace Wemby and Gobert and Batum. The older play, but especially Batum and Evan Fournier.
Yeah.
That generation of French basketball has already left. Now this is the new generation with Sar and Risacher, and they need to step up. And so far, I'm a little disappointed with how
Well,
they've been starting.
today against Slovenia, he showed the glimpse of that happening because he shot 4 of 7 from free. So that's not bad.
It's not
50%.
bad, yeah, not bad. But I need more. I need more. Like he needs to put up like what Shingun is doing. Shingun has played longer in the NBA, but I want to see more from Risacher. I expect more from Risacher. Yeah, that's the one guy I'm looking at for France.
Yeah.
So far, we mentioned the surprises. We mentioned the favorites. Mentioned some big the injuries and the fitness issues with some of the players. But things can change a lot in a week. We'll find out. We'll find out more. So until next time, we'll have another episode. Thank you, Imantas, for joining.
Always a pleasure to be here. It was nice being here.
Yeah,
Had a
you.
great conversation, a great discussion.
This has been fantastic. I love how you get a fresh perspective, and also you're in that region, and you watch all the games. You could you can give me more details than anybody that I know because you're there and you watch it and you follow it and you follow it closely, and you're a fan. You're a big basketball fan. You don't need to be like a 20-year veteran expert to know basketball. You know
Yeah.
basketball. You watch basketball. You play. We play basketball. We enjoy it. We watch it, and we have our own points of views.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
I agree with that.
So awesome, awesome, awesome. Until next time.
See you guys.
See ya.